Jeep is coming barreling through.
Yeah.
Very aggressive there, getting off of the highway there. But it looks like they're slowing down.
Slow for some reason, coming to a stop, and as we
looks like
enter
maybe
the 11
tire might be
a.m. hour.
flat there. Does that look like that? The front driver's side tire looks flat, doesn't it?
And I'm not sure if this driver is even aware of the, what's going on. I hope he's not going to carjack another. And that's always a concern too. Okay, so CHP right on his tail.
Yeah.
He attempted to get out and then jumped right back in. I wonder what his plan, either to run or to jump in that other vehicle, which I'm unsure, what that driver is doing, parked behind this guy.
Yeah, I think it looks like that tire is flat. It looks like perhaps he was going to make a run for it. Saw how close those cruisers were. You can see that person there behind them trying to back up, get away. The windows are open. Looks like he's raising up his hands.
Hands are out.
And we can only hope that this is going to come to an end.
Yeah, I have a little bit more information. They were discussing the actual altercation with the deputy on the radio. It turns out it appears that the vehicle itself was the use of force. During the traffic stop, it doesn't appear that there was any sort of physical confrontation between the deputy and this driver that it initiated this pursuit. Rather, the driver used his vehicle in a manner that was described as an assault on the deputy. So I think when this driver attempted to run over the deputy, that's what they considered to be the use of force here and the assault on the law enforcement official. But as Jasmine and Amy, you were saying, this does appear to be coming to an end. This is, unfortunately, we are sandwiched between two flight restricted areas. Kamala Harris's flight restriction to the north and the LAX flight restrictions on the south. So SkyCal is doing its very best to maneuver to get the best shot that we can. We are at maximum zoom here, but it does look like this driver is opening this door now, and perhaps this pursuit is coming to an end.
And after leading CHP and deputies on multiple freeways, it started, I think, Amy, you said the 14, but it moved to the 5 and then the 405, and here we are ending this, hopefully in Culver City, as he had just exited the freeway and had some issues with his Jeep there, maybe a flat tire and getting out, hands are up.
And it's still unknown whether or not there's anyone else in this Jeep. Those windows, dark tint on those windows. It's hard to see if anybody else is inside that SUV at this point, but it does look like this driver is complying with the demands that we can be certain those officers are actually giving him at this point, walking to the sidewalk and hands up. And of course, we know that they will have to do a search of that Jeep and make sure no one else is in that Jeep. But it looks like the driver getting down onto his knees at this point, complying with all of this.
All the demands as they move in. And we'll take him into custody. And then, as you said, do a search of the Jeep. Bringing this to a conclusion, a little over 30 minutes after this initially started there, as Lancaster Sheriff's deputies attempted to pull the driver over in that red Jeep. They called him an assault suspect because of allegedly using that Jeep to run over a deputy.
He attempted to
run over a deputy, but
he
no
was being
injuries.
stopped there on the 14, but did not actually hit the deputy, but certainly made an attempt. And so that is what was part of the concern here, and just how desperate someone may be to get away from officers if they are willing to do that. But we are watching as CHP officers are searching that Jeep. It does not appear that anyone else is inside that vehicle. Looks like they're giving it the all clear. Now checking the back of the Jeep to see if anyone is in there. And Mark, I'm not sure if you're hearing anything additional than what we're seeing right now.
You know what, Amy and Jasmine, it sounds like this is going to be what's called a Code 4, which is the law enforcement code for everyone in custody. No further danger. It looks like that vehicle was empty and that driver did surrender without incident.